All right, everyone, and welcome back into the cave. This is the Islander Fanatic, and I think that we may have gotten things worked out, had a little bit of technical difficulties, but if you are catching us live, please feel free to throw a little comment up on the screen and let me know that you're there. Super excited about our episode tonight. We have got a lot going on here inside the cave. As you can see, the Hartford Whalers are 26, 27, and 2, and it has been quite the struggle for us here so far as we continue on through the season. Oh, the last 10 games or so have been awful. This team has not played well at all, and it definitely shows in the record. We are 2-8-0 over our last 10, and we're heading towards a flameout with this club here in Hartford. And we don't want that because we don't want them to leave, right? Absolutely not. We want to stay right where we are with this Whaler team. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the stuff that's going on with our team. Here's how the lines are going to look throughout this episode. So we will have our first line will be Pichek at left wing. And, of course, we will have, Braden Walker will be our center on that top line. That's where he's been the last two episodes. There's an S on the end of that word there, Mike. And, of course, our top line right wing will be Connor Burns. That second line will be Taven Lamprey. Mike Kelly has moved down to the second line to try to get some scoring out of the Professor and Taven. Of course, Taven moved up from that third line. Pacioretty will be our third line left winger. Jimmy Lamoureux will be our third wing center. And Blake Sant will be our right wing on that third line. And making up the fourth line, we'll have Greg Swift. We will have Travis Killer Keller and Scory Perry. So we might make some moves with this line. With these lines, because it's been not so good. Definitely not so good as we've been playing through. But we can see that they kind of fit each other, right? I think we're going to leave it as it is for the moment. We look at our defense here, and our defense looks like this. We moved No Fear up to that top line. He'll be on left defense with Sergio. We have the Fagan brothers in the middle. And then, of course, Kirkish and Paul will make up the third defensive pairing. So hopefully that works out for us in this episode. And we've seen a lot out of those guys so far. Okay, so that's kind of where we are at the moment. Again, we're just going to give it a minute or two here before we get the play underway. But if you are joining us tonight, welcome on in. Okay, of course, if you watched earlier this afternoon, we did have the Expos. We had our Expos episode, and we were talking 1980s movies, movie stars, what's your favorite 1980s movie, all that good stuff. So as we make our way through the episode, that's kind of our topic of conversation tonight as we continue to follow the Whalers on their quest towards a Stanley Cup championship. Now, in looking at the last season, I saw that we had a not so good start and then managed to put something together down the end of the season, which is how we snuck into the playoffs. But at the 55-game mark of the season, we've only got 27 games left. So we definitely need something to happen here for this club in this episode. So hopefully we can come away with shit, man. Sorry, I just cussed. But if we can get 10 wins, that would be just amazing for this club if we can get 10 wins in the episode, right? I mean, to go 10-0 would just be, is it asking too much? It might be. But who knows? This team might be able to get it done. So at the same time, my Islanders are actually playing live against the Las Vegas Golden Knights. So I'll probably be checking in on that as well as we go through the evening. But right now I'm kind of distracted by my phone. Shocker, right? Trying to figure something out here and not having much luck. Okay, give me about 5 minutes, and we're going to take a look and see what's going on here. All right, good, good, good. Looks like we got everything rolling. Just had to make sure that we could be seen on the old intranet as we get started with the episode. Don't have any guests at the moment, but if you jump in here, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, or just comment. Let me know you're here as we're rolling through the episode tonight. I know it's a little bit closer to dinner time than usual. I'm usually rolling here later in the evening, but wanted to try to make sure that we have something going for our friends on the East Coast. And I do have a couple of those. So, all right, folks, here we go. Time to roll. Topic of the evening, 1980s movies. Last week we talked a lot about Stranger Things, which is one of my favorite shows. We have talked about Fortnite, which I've been practicing and trying to get ready for. And of course, we talk about just about anything on the episode. So you want to know about baseball, football, basketball, you want to talk about whatever it is. I got some Bears fans out there, and they have some exciting stuff going on with them as they fight for a playoff spot in the NFL. Chargers won last night. That was a big deal. And, of course, my Isles are playing as we speak on TNT. So that's definitely a game to be watched if you're a hockey fan. And hopefully if you're tuning into this, you are a hockey fan. So, okay, so let's go ahead and roll with this again. We're going to take a look at our lines just to refresh ourselves. I know we just talked about it, but here's what we're looking at here. All right, let's go to the top line. Top line, left wing, P-check. We leave it at that. If you saw our short from last week's episode, it was P-check throwing down against his Chicago Blackhawks. And hopefully we don't see too much of what we saw last week because we saw Sergio get in a fight, get kicked out of a game. P-check threw down. This team was just frustrated frustrated and angry. Hopefully we can get more scoring, and we don't have to deal with that this week. We'll have B-Walk at center, and then Connor Burns will be over on the right wing. Taven Lamprey starts on the second line tonight. He'll be at left wing. Mike Kelly will be in the center, and Jacob the Professor Rodan will be our right winger on the second line. Our third line is Max Pacioretty. I refer to him as Patch as we make it through the episode. Jimmy Lamoureux will be the center, and Blake Sant will be at the right wing. On the fourth line, we've got Greg Swift. We've got Travis Killer Keller, and of course, Corey Scory Perry is our right wing on that fourth line. You can see over on the right line, on the right side, we've got good line chemistry from all three of our lines, with the exception of that second line, mainly because Mike Kelly, every time I try to put him somewhere, he doesn't really fit, which is kind of crazy, considering everything he has going for him. But hey, it is what it is, right? So I was actually thinking maybe what we could do, we might slide Connor to that second line, and look at it boost that line chemistry, right? So we get the Professor, we get B-Walk, we get P-Check. Now it's a +3. We've got Lamprey, Kelly, and Burns. That makes a +2. We've got Patch, Jimmy, and Sant. That makes a +1. And then Swifty, Killer, and Scory down there on the fourth line. That's a +1. Let's take a look at our defense. Defensively, this has been a struggle for us. We got Feeney and Serge at the top line. We've got the two Fagan brothers on the second line, and we got Kirkish and Paul on the third line. And it's been quite the struggle for this team defensively. All right, I cannot get any way to match these guys up, right? So we're gonna see what we can do, and if we can get them matched up in this episode. So if you jump in and you're going to join us, go ahead and comment at any time. Feel free to say whatever it is you'd like, within reason. We want to try to be nice and courteous to our fellow players in the episode. So, okay, we'll take a look at our goalies. And, of course, our goalies, we've got Simo and we have DJ. Now, DJ has been on his game this year. 36 games played. He filled in for Simo during her injury, and he had 20 wins, 939 total saves, a .91 save percentage, and look at his goals against average. So he played very well for us. Simo was injured for the beginning of the season, and the numbers are not looking good. So 19 games played, 6 wins, 474 saves, .89 save percentage. And if we look at what she did last year, look at her numbers, .908 save percentage and a 3.02 goals against average. So we really got to hope that she can improve here. We need her to play well in goal, especially when she's making $9 million for a season, okay? She barked and got what she wanted, and now she's not paying off. It's not paying off for sure. Okay, so here's a look at the calendar for the episode. This is who we're going to see in tonight's episode. We've got the Columbus Blue Jackets, okay, who, as you know, we played in the playoffs last year and took us to 7 games, I believe. Yeah, they took us to 7 games. So did the Rangers, okay? So Columbus, a tough team. Kirill Marchenko actually absolutely destroys our team whenever we play against them. We'll have Seattle on the road. So we play Columbus, then we go on the road and check out this really strange road trip. So we're in Seattle on the 13th. We fly back to play Tampa Bay on the 15th. Then we go all the way back out to the coast to play the Kings on the 17th. And then we come home for the Kings, and we're back home for a bunch of games in Hartford. So we're going to see Columbus. We'll see Seattle. We've got Tampa Bay, the Kings again, Winnipeg, Washington, Montreal, Florida, and we will finish off with Detroit in this one. So as we're sitting here chatting, kind of seeing who's doing what in the actual the game, my Islanders game, I'm going to take about 2 or 3 minutes. If anyone jumps in here in the next 2 or 3 minutes, let me know who you want to see the team play. I'll probably play a period or so tonight. If we end up in a tie, I'll jump in and play the end of the game. So, and of course, if we get into a tie and we go to overtime, I will play the overtime period as well. So that kind of gives us an idea. We've got Columbus, we have Seattle, we play the Kings twice. We'll see Tampa Bay, who absolutely destroys our team. We'll get to see Ovi on the 24th. So we've got a lot of action, definitely a lot of action in this one. So before we get rolling, though, again, our topic of the night is your favorite 80s movies, 80s actors, anything that's going to start a conversation here inside the room. Okay, that's what we want to see. That's what we want to hear. Anything that's going to start a conversation inside the room. Now, I have been doing my practice and trying to really hone my what's the name of that game, man? I can't think of it. Oh my God, it just slipped my brain. Wow. I'm getting old. I just totally forgot about the name of that game that I've been talking about playing here. Oh my goodness. I'm like looking around the room, but there's nobody in here to help me. Fortnite. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so I've been kind of honing my skills trying to play that. I am awful at it, but I made a promise, and I will play at some point soon. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to simulate our first game of the episode. We're going to see if we can get anything out of this Whaler Club as we take on the Columbus Blue Jackets. All right, so here we are. We're inside period number 1. We're about 5 minutes in, just about 5 minutes in here, and we go on the power play, and let's see if we can get something out of one of those. Now, we made some adjustments to the top 2 lines. If you're just jumping in, we moved the professor up to the top line. We moved Connor Burns back to the second line, so hopefully that'll get something going. We're just trying to get some energy out of these guys because we have not been scoring, and we have not been winning. So we need to do something here. And it's B-Walk with the goal. Puts one past Hart. Excellent. That's why we made the move, right? And it's Connor Burns with a goal. So it's 2-0 Hartford in game number 1 of the episode. So the changes are definitely paying off. Definitely paying off. Voronkov is going to put one past Simo. All right. But we've killed 2 penalties so far, which is huge for this team. We've been awful on the penalty kill, but we killed the penalties in the first period. All right, we're at about 10-minute mark of period number 2. We're on the power play, and they're going to kill that one for sure. We're on the power play again, so they're not playing a very disciplined brand of hockey in this one. We've taken 22 shots to Columbus's 15 to this point in the game. And it is 2-1, and that's going to do it for period number 2. So they pick up a goal from Voronkov, and Columbus plays us tough. They definitely do. And Johnson puts one past Simo. So it's a 2-2 game. And Connor Burns says, I don't think so. Can he go for the Hattie in this one? It's 3-2 Hartford. We need some wins, baby. We need some wins. We go on the power play, and it's P-check with the power play goal. It's 4-2 Hartford. Killington puts one past Simo. It's a 4-3 game, and Marchenko scores. So we got a 4-4 game at the mall, and Blake Sant puts one in. It's 5-4. So a team that could not score worth a damn is starting to put in some goals. I love it. We got about 4 minutes to go here in the period. Third period. Let's go. No ties. No ties. Nice. So Hartford comes away with the win in game 1 of the episode, a 5-4 victory over the Columbus Blue Jackets, who are quickly becoming one of our true rivals, especially in this series, in this Whalers quest for the cup or journey to the cup, whatever it is I call it every week. I kind of change it every week, but I mean, it is what it is. Okay, so we had 2 in the first, we had 1 in the second, 3 in the third. Let's go ahead and take a look at how those goals were scored, right? Okay, so our first period goal came from B-Walk on assist from the professor and P-check. We had Connor Burns with a goal, assisted by Mr. Mike No Fear Feeney. In the second period, it was Voronkov. He was assisted by Yoki Haru and Kapanen. Of course, we had Yoki Haru on our club last year. We let him go in free agency. Now, the action came in period number 3. We had Johnson from Monahan and Killington. We had Connor Burns, his 25th goal of the year on assists from Kelly and Lamprey. Pichek had his 20th of the year. Killington then at 742. Marchenko with 939. And then at 12 minutes into the period, it was Blake Sant putting in the game-winning goal on the assist from Jimmy Lamoureux. Okay, our 3 stars of the game look like this, and I love to see when we have all green on the board, baby. Bewalk with a goal and a helper. Pichek with a goal and a helper and 5 hits because we know how physical he can be for this team. And Connor Burns with 2 goals and 1 assist in the game. So excellent playing from our Hartford Whalers here in game number 1 of the episode. Oh no, and Mike Kelly has been injured with a fractured jaw, and he's not coming back till the 21st. Come on, man, tough it out, bro. What are you talking about? Fractured jaw. That means I'd have to shut up for a while, and we all know that's not going to happen. Okay, here we go. Now, we're gonna replace him with. Oh, we don't have much of a choice, do we? Okay, we're going to put Isaac on that line. We'll move Jimmy up to the second line. That'll work out. Killer's going to go to the third line. And we'll put... Yeah, we're going to have to go with Swifty at center. Okay, so... no, I like Isaac at center. So, not the best opportunity or best situation with Mike Kelly being out, but it is what it is, right? For sure. Okay, so here we go. Let's roll. Defensively, we'll stay exactly the same. On the power play. So it just changed it up for me. Okay, so we're not going to do anything there. So we get the win, but we lose a player. So we will be without last year's team MVP and captain, Mike Kelly. He'll be out for about a week. So he's going to miss 3 games with that broken jaw. He'll probably come back with it all wired shut. The team's absolutely going to love that, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll jump to game number 2 of the episode. We're taking on the Seattle Kraken, and we are on the road, so we're going to pass on picking that guy up. We don't need him. We're doing pretty good as we are right now. And we can't afford to lose any other players, right? We definitely can't afford to lose any players here in this one. Okay, let's jump into the game. And here we go. Bump that up to about 4 times speed. We're about 2 minutes here into the period. Seattle goes on the power play. Let's kill this off. Thank you. And that's a long power play. Okay, wow, we must have got him. And it's Fagan with the goal from who? Oh, I don't know. Isn't that the goalie for the freaking Kraken? Larson gets the goal. Oh, I'm sorry. He scored the goal on him. I thought it was the assist. Okay, so Larson puts one past Simo. My brain is shutting off, dude. My brain is shutting off in this episode. For sure, I'm struggling. Totally struggling. Okay, so it's 1-1 at the end of the first period. So not a surprise, right? Not a surprise. I'm really thinking that we're going to see DJ. I think we'll see DJ during this episode because the stress that I have when she's in net. Okay, we roll into period number 2 here against Seattle. This is game 2. We picked up a win in game 1, right? We had our game 1 win against Columbus. That's right. Come on, Mike. Columbus was a game 1 win. And we're getting nothing going here in period numero 2. Okay, nothing going here in period 2. Beniers puts one past Simo. So it's 2-1. I'm sorry, I'm seeing scores coming from my aisles too. So it's 2-1 Seattle. We need something happening here from this team, and it's Taven Lamprey putting one past Joey Decord, and we are at 2-2 now, baby. We are at 2-2 in this game. And there's a goal from P-Check on the power play. The power play master puts one in. It's 3-2. Shots are 32-23. So she might not be playing the greatest, but she is stopping a lot of shots in this one. We are at the 10-minute mark of the third period. P-Check put us ahead with his power play goal. So we're getting some stuff out of the power play, right? And let's see if we can get another goal. How about an empty netter? Oh, this team struggles when we have the empty net. We saw that in the last episode. 2 minutes to go. Here we go. 3-2. And Whalers win on the road. So we start the episode 2-0. Do not jump ahead of yourself, Mr. Kelly. We do not want to see that from the head coach, right? No, because every time I do that, we end up losing a couple of games. Okay. So we win this one 3-2. We had one in the first, one in the second, one in the third. What a great way to look at that, right? Very easy. We take a look at all the goals in the game and how they were scored. Beautiful. We had Fagan from Fagan and Morgan in period number 1. That was his 8th of the year. Larson had his 6th of the year on helpers from Stevenson and Schwartz. Period number 2, we had Matty Beniers. He gave the Kraken. I almost want to say I almost said the Seahawks, but he gives the Kraken the lead 2-1 on his 19th of the year. And then the Whalers strike twice. We get Lamprey at the 1841 mark of period number 2. That's his 9th of the year. And of course, P-Check on the power play in period number 3 puts away the Kraken in this one. Taking a look at our 3 stars of the game, and it's P-Check, of course, with that power play goal. He's a 3rd star. Beniers, he had a goal and 3 hits to get the 2nd star. And Simo with 2 goals. She gave up 2 goals. She didn't have 2 goals. She gave up 2 goals. Had 35 saves, though, and a .945 save percentage. Okay, so through 2 games in the episode, she's looking pretty good. Don't speak too soon, right, Mike? But she's looking pretty good. All right. Yeah, she's given up 6 goals, but we've won, and she stopped a lot of shots. All right, so don't count her out too soon. We don't want to do that, right? So we're just past Valentine's Day here in this world that we are in with the Whalers, and we are heading to Tampa Bay. So we hopped on a plane, went from Seattle to Tampa Bay, right? Now we're hopping on a plane to fly back across the country to take on the Kings in the next game. But before we see that one, and I'm sorry I haven't really touched base with the actual games. I've just been rolling through this. But here is a complete grudge match for us. All right, this year against Tampa Bay, we're 1-1. So we did have 1 win, but we also had a loss. And in the last game, I think it was, did we lose the last game? Let's take a look at the calendar, right? Or did we win that 8-2? We might have won that 8-2. No, absolutely not. No, we got destroyed 8-2 in the last game. In that last game, Connor Sherry, he had a goal and 3 assists. So I probably could have figured that out by looking at the damn screen, but I didn't. So in this one, we will have Simo between the pipes. Andrei Vasilevsky will be holding it down for the Lightning. In 38 games played, he's got 19 wins and a .909 save percentage. Like I said, we flew through the first 2 games of the episode. I didn't really touch base on the pregame or anything like that. So if we take a look over here on the right, now we've won 2 in a row. We're 7th in the division, and we are trending towards not making the playoffs. All right, we need some serious points here. We're 7th in the division. We have 58 points. We have to catch the Lightning, and we have to catch the Panthers. Okay, the Panthers have 69 points, and the Lightning have 68 points. So we got to do everything we can in this episode to catch them. Now, of course, the pesky Sabres are right ahead of us, and we know who plays for the Sabres, right? Mr. Feddo plays for the Sabres, and he does not like us, and he wants to put us out of the playoffs. Any way he can, even if they don't make the playoffs, he'd be happy to see us not make the playoffs in this world. And I've tried to get him back on the team, but no matter what I do, we can't seem to get him. Okay, so we're also pushing towards the trade deadline, which is going to be huge for us because we have pieces that can move. All right? And if you jump in and you join us, feel free to let me know who you think we might be able to trade. And be nice when you say it because we got to think about how they're playing. Okay, it's not just people. It's about how they're playing with the team so far this year. So we head into this one 28, 27, and 2. The Lightning are 30, 18, and 8. So we're going to jump in. And no, I hit the wrong button because, again, I'm asleep. I'm asleep at the wheel. Okay, so we're going to jump in and sim this one. Period numero uno in Tampa Bay. And if they kill us in this one, she's coming out. We'll see DJ against the Kings in Los Angeles. So we're through about 5 minutes of the first period. Shots are pretty light, and Darren Paul puts one in the net past Vasilevsky. It's a 1-0 Hartford lead. Let's see if we can add some more to this total here in this game. So once again, if you're just joining me, welcome on in. Feel free to comment at any time. We're talking 80s movies. That's kind of the topic of the night. I heard quite a few good ones this morning. Connor Burns puts one in the net. We were talking Goonies, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom. Oh, there's so many good movies. So many good movies in the 80s. And I'm open to hearing any of your thoughts on that. We talked last week we talked Stranger Things. We had a bunch of cool stuff happen in that. Don't want to give any spoilers. And the freaking Lightning, as I'm talking, are putting in 2 goals. Geeky and Gensel. How about that? I love that name, Geeky. Geeky and Gensel put them in. And we got about 13 minutes left in the second period. It's a 2-2 game. They put them on the power play. Let's kill this power play, baby. Do it. Okay, so we kill that power play. 7:37 to go in the period. Well, it just keeps ticking as I'm talking. Ticking as I'm talking. 4 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. Okay, so we are through the second period. You see how I do that? Yeah, just tick, tick, tick. Keep talking about the time. Okay, we're into period number 3. If this is a tie game, we'll jump in and we'll get to play it, right? We don't want that. No, and Isaac Morgan, the captain. And it's a 3-2. And Kucherov scores. So Kucherov and Max Pacioretty scores. So that third line coming up big, right? And there we go. Power play for the Whalers. Let's get a goal from somebody. You know who I'd love to see a goal from? Killer Keller. We don't see much out of that guy, right? But he's on the third line right now. So hopefully we can get something. 4 minutes to go in the period. 3. Hold them off, baby. This would be 3 wins in a row in the episode if we can do it. And, oh yeah, so the Hartford Whalers have won 3 in a row in the episode. That's 6 points. Huge for this team. We need all the points we can get, right? Absolutely. Okay. Let's jump in and take a look at how the goals were scored. You can see right here on the board, quick sum, we had 2 in the first and 2 in the third. Tampa Bay had 2 in the second and 1 in the third. So 4-3 was the total score, in case you can't add. I don't add too well. In case you can't add, it's 4-3. We take a look at the overall goals and how they were scored. It was Darren Paul, the big guy, on helpers from P-Check and B-Walk. Then it was Connor Burns with his 26th of the season. This dude is absolutely killing it for the Whalers this year. All right. On a helper from Jimmy. Then Geeky and Gensel went back-to-back about 38 seconds apart. And There's a whole bunch of assists in there. Gergensons, Paul, Kucherov, point. And then let's look at the third period. It was Isaac, the Captain Morgan. And when I say Captain Morgan, you know what I mean, right? He's not the captain of the team, but Captain Morgan, right? Scory Perry on the assist and Jimmy Lamoureux. And, of course, it was Pacioretty with that goal towards the end that put us in the lead. So Patch, the 39, 37, 38-year-old, whatever he is, oldest guy on the team, helping us out with the goal at the end. Actually, he's not the oldest guy on the team. That's Corey Perry. Okay, Blake Sant, though, had the helper, and, of course, one of the Fagans, because they both have an M at the beginning of their name. I don't know which one is which. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at our 3 stars of the game. And here's what it was looking like for the stars in this one. Now, you know what? This is bull. I'm calling bull on this. How do you not have a whaler? We won the damn game, right? We won the damn game. It's like watching a I don't know, a Yankee game where they always want the Yankees to lose, so they always root for the other team. And I only say that because I'm a Yankee fan. But third star of the game is Point. He had 2 helpers. Kucherov had a goal and an assist. And, of course, Jake Gensel had a goal and an assist. Now, if you think this is BS, go ahead and put it in the comments, because I definitely think it's BS. And I'll be writing some sort of letter to the folks from EA. And I rant and I rave, but it's true. Why don't we have a star? We have one guy with a star. All right, baby. So we are through 3 games in the episode, and we have won 3 games in a row. That's called a winning streak, dude. That's called a winning streak. We beat Columbus. We beat Seattle. We beat Tampa Bay. All right, 2 of those teams are our rivals, Columbus and Tampa Bay, and we come away with victories. But now we got 2 games against a West Coast team that's 33, 21, and 5. They're 4-5-1 in their last 10. They got Darcy Kemper in net for this next one, and we've got Simo. And they're about even because I think they were both injured for a short period of time. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is we got that win against Tampa Bay without Mike Kelly. Kelly's out with an injury. He got a fractured jaw, took a puck to the face. So he'll be out until about the 21st or 22nd, which is our next game with the Kings. So we're doing this a man down. So that's good. That's good stuff. So we'll be taking on the Kings here in the next game here at Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. The Kings will have the aforementioned Darcy Kemper between the pipes. In 21 games, he has 8 wins, a .914 save percentage, 2.65 goals against average. Between the pipes for the Whale, we're going to have Simo, 22 games played, 9 wins, .894 save percentage, and a 3.23 goals against average. Now, look, that's not $9 million worth of a netminder, but you know what? She's earning about half of it right now. So if we can continue with this winning streak, she'll be earning that $9 million that she's getting on this game. Okay, we look at the matchups over here on the right, and with the exception of, our power play is 25.2%. So we've been scoring on the power play, mostly Pichek. The guy's been an animal on the power play. Penalty kill, we're 13th. So compared to the previous season, those numbers have gotten way, way better. And look at Connor Burns' points up to this point in the season. So we're 58 games into this season. Okay, 58 games, which means we have 24 to go. And he's got 65 points. So he's been playing very, very well for this team. Okay, over a point a game, which is huge. So the Islanders are actually going to overtime right now. Sorry, I'm going to throw that in there. But the Islanders are going to overtime against the Knights. Just got a little update. Okay. So let's take a look. Where are we in the standings? We are still in 7th place, so no movement after that one win, right? But we beat an important team. We beat the Lightning. There was no overtime, so we held the points, right? We get the 2 points. They get no points. That is the key. That's what we have to get done. So let's go ahead and take a look at tonight's game against the Kings. Now, before we do that, let's take a look at our current team leaders. Connor Burns, 65 overall points. Defensive points, we've got Sergio Ibarra with 36. Connor Burns has 26 goals. Now, here's a staggering, crazy number. B-Walk has 48 assists on the season. 48 assists. So the man is getting it done. When he's on the ice, he is inspiring everybody. He's passing that puck around and getting it to the right spots to get either the professor a goal, get Pichek a goal. Of course, Connor dropped down to the second line. So, hey, things are working out, right? Cody's got 5 points. He's still not getting there. And DJ's got the 20 wins on the season. So I don't know if Simo will catch DJ because of that injury that she had, but we shall see. Okay, let's go ahead and sim game number 4 of the episode. We are taking on the LA Kings in Los Angeles in this one. And we are rolling, baby. So 18 minutes to go in the period. And the Kings are being held shotless. And power play for the Hartford Whalers. And we get killed off. 5-on-3 power play for the Kings. We kill that. Then we kill the 5-on-4. So this Hartford team doing a good job killing penalties. All right, now here's the thing. We want no shutouts in the first period. No shutouts in any period. We need to score. And I want to see who's going to get the next goal for us. Is it going to be Pichek on the power play? Because we know what he does on the power play. Nah, he doesn't get anything there. So 2 minutes to go. The Kings they're playing well. Like we flew to the West Coast. We got a little bit of jet lag. Things aren't happening for us. Let's go ahead and see what we can do in period number 2, right? See what we can do in period number 2. Joseph puts one past Simo. So it's a 1-0 lead. They're going on a power play. We kill that. Then it goes to 5-on-3. Now it's 5-on-4. Bouncing back and forth. I can't keep up with it. And we killed it, though. We killed the power play. And then it's Blake Sant, the silent assassin. Here goes Thomas with the goal. We go on the power play. And we get nothing. Now it's a 4-on-3. That's killed off. And we go on another power play, and that's killed off. Oh, my Lord. A lot of penalties in this game. Another power play, and they're going to kill that one off too because that's what they've been doing to us all night. It's 2-1 Kings. Please don't end this winning streak. Do not end the winning streak in Los Angeles. We don't want to see that. All right, period number 3. All we have is one goal from the silent assassin. The silent assassin. All right, 5-on-3 power play. 5-on-4 power play. And let's kill it. Oh, we kill another power play. So the team is they are killing penalties, right? We are killing penalties. Laferriere. I almost couldn't say that. Laferriere and an Emberson scores. So we got 10 minutes to go. We need 3 goals. We need a miracle. We need somebody to do something. It's like the team went out and partied around LA last night, and we can't get any goals. We can't get anything going except for all the penalties, right? All right, so that's going to do it for this one. This game is over. So the win streak comes to an end in Los Angeles. This is a 4-1 Kings victory, and ouchie. Ouchie for sure, right? Yeah, I just said it like that. Ouchie, ouchie for sure. So that was 2. That was 4. That was 6. I'm adding in my head as I'm doing this. All right, so here we are. Whew. So we take a 4-1 loss to the Kings. And so far through 4 games in the episode, we've got 6 points. Okay, so that's good. That's good. We're looking for like 12. I'd love to see 12 in the episode. All right, if we get a 6-4 record, 12 is good. That would be good. All right, let's take a look at the events of the game. Goals in this one. We had Joseph, his 13th of the year. Then Blake Sant, the silent assassin, his 13th. So very quietly doing his thing down on that third line. Okay, he just hangs there. He doesn't complain. He doesn't say anything. He just does his work steadily. Always does his work steadily. Respectful from the silent assassin. Thomas had a goal. And then, of course, in the third period, it was Laferriere and Emberson to close it out. And they just killed us. Let's take a look at the penalties while we're here, too. This is what the penalties look like in the game. Jimmy had a high sticking. Blake had a roughing. Paul had a fighting major. Okay, fighting major. He fought with Kempe. We had slashing from Sant, slashing from Morgan, hooking from Swift. Oh, there's more. There's only more. We had slashing from Walker again. Perry had a slash. And, of course, Greg Swift got into a fight with Fogle, and that kind of ended the game. Okay, 3 stars of the game. Let's see if they put the Silent Assassin up there on the board. I would absolutely love it if they did. And, of course, they don't. Thomas, a goal, no assist. Kemper just gave up the 1 goal, but he had 22 beautiful saves. Joseph, a goal, and 2 helpers to get the top star for the Kings. All right, Whaler fans. So we are through. We are through 4 games in the episode. We got 6 points. That's 3 wins and 1 loss. 1 loss to the Kings here. And I think if I just read the top of the screen right, we may have lost Connor Burns to an injury. Ouch. That won't be good. Okay, he's healed. So nothing major. So he's fine. We'll take a look at the lines just to see how things are. And you know what? Here we go. 1 game. 1 game against the Kings. Killer Keller, you get the call. We are bumping you up, Killer. We are bumping you up. All right? I know you don't pay attention. I know you don't watch. But if the real Killer sees this, he's been asking me for more minutes, and here you go. I'm going to put you on the 2nd line. You've moved from the 4th line to the 2nd line in this episode. Let's see if we can get something done. All right, so we're going to continue to advance through the days. Mike Kelly is fully healed, so he's going to come back. And, oh, no, does that move Killer? No, Killer, you get to keep your spot. We're going to put Mike Kelly right down here. He's going to jump down to the 4th line. So he's going to play with Swifty and Perry. We'll see if we can get anything out of that line. And with Mike Kelly down there, maybe they'll get something done, right? We'll see. We'll see what happens. Plus, it gives him a little time to heal. He's old. It takes him some time. Okay, so 1 more day of simming. And, yeah, we're going to leave her in. Okay, we're going to leave her in. Now, they've got Freddie Anderson in the net. Of course, he was a Hurricane last year when we played them, and they kicked our booties most of the season. So we know it's tough to score on him. But here's where we are now. So through 4 games in the episode, the team is 29, 28, and 2. All right? In the standings, we've actually dropped a place. So the Senators have gone past us on the year. So they've got 60 points. We are almost in last place. All right. But we're taking on the Canadians in this episode. So hopefully we'll be able to stay away from them. I don't want to finish in last freaking place, man. I really don't. This team was so good last season. How are we doing this? How are we playing so bad? I don't know. Okay. Maybe it's because we have no fire. We have no drive. There's nobody on this team that's playing hard, right? Nobody's playing hard. Nobody's playing hard. Okay, so we are heading into game number 5 of the episode. And you know what? For this one, because we're going to play probably around the 7:30 mark of the episode, I'm going to go ahead and quick sim. We're going to go to the calendar. And we're going to do the old quick sim because we know what happens when we quick sim. We tend to win games. And we're going to play the Montreal Canadiens in this episode. So we're going to get to see the Montreal Canadiens. And, we got an update, and the Islanders are going to a shootout, okay? I hate when the Islanders go to a shootout. I hate it. Not a big fan of the Islanders in a shootout, but it is what it is. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go ahead and quick sim right here. We're taking on the Kings in this one, which means we got to just skip over to the next day. Boom, that's it. And we get the 3-2 shootout loss. So excellent job there from the squad. Let's go ahead and write that one down on the board. That sucks, but we get a point, right? Because it's a shootout. It's a shootout. So that's a shootout loss, which means we got a point. So that's 7 points in the episode. So that's good. That's good. Keeps us out of the basement. We want to stay out of the freaking basement for sure in this one. Okay, let's go to the 25th. So we're gonna quick sim, and then we're gonna play against the Montreal Canadiens in this one. So we've got 2 games to quick sim, and let's see what happens here. Winnipeg at the Mall, and we lose, and then we beat the Washington Capitals. So okay, so we lose to the Jets. So Winnipeg, we'll put Winnipeg. We take a loss. That's 0 points. Good, Mike. That's good. Yeah, 0 points, right? And then against the Caps, we get the win, and we get 2 points. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's 9 points in the episode. 9 points in the episode. And the team, let's see, over here on the right, we are in 7th freaking place, 63 points. I think this season may be over. We have 20 games left. 20 games left. Even if we got 15 wins, if we went 15-5 to close out the season, we'd see what happens. We got the trade deadline coming up, though. All right. And, whoo, baby, I think we could see a trade in here. We might throw just a killer player out there and see what happens in a trade, right? In a trade, we might see what happens in the event of a trade. Okay. All right, so before we jump into the game tonight, want to welcome anyone who has been watching. It's been a quiet one. We've got 1, 2, 3. We started the episode with 3 wins in a row. Columbus, Seattle, Tampa Bay. We picked up 6 points. The Fanatic was going crazy, thinking, oh, this is going to be a great episode. Then we lose to Los Angeles. We have a shootout loss, but we still get a point. We lose to Winnipeg, and then the Caps, we get a win against the Caps at home. It's a 4-1 win. So we are 30, 29, and 3. We are hovering right around that 500 mark, and the team continues to struggle. But we have got a game against the Montreal Canadiens, who are also struggling. They're 24, 33, and 4. So maybe we can get something done in that one. All right, we're going to jump in and we're going to play this game against the Canadiens. Then we'll simulate through the last 2 games of the episode before we do call it a night. Now, before we do that, I have to take a look and see what's going on in the Islanders game. And hopefully we get somebody jumps in, feels like talking in this one. Throw your comments up on the board. We're talking 80s movies. We're talking 90s movies. Shit, I don't care, man. Talk about whatever you want to. All right, just start the conversation. Once I start talking, man, the episode really gets going. Right now, it's just basically been me playing the game. So anything you got for me would definitely be great. Just throw a hello up there on the board. Shit, that would be awesome. Okay. If I can get this going, I'll be able to take a look and see how my team is doing here in the shootout. No, why did it change? Huh. Okay, well, I'll just have to wait till I get my update. So let's go and play some hockey, right? Let's do this hockey. All right. Montreal Canadiens, Hartford Whalers, the rivalry continues. And of course, it's 2 not so good teams, but hey, hey, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and see what we've got uniform-wise. Yeah, we'll do that, and we'll let them do that, right? Whatever. We are in Montreal. We are in Montreal for this one. In this world. And I think we're without Kelly. Yeah. So we've won 2 in a row against them. Oh, there's the professor. He had 3 hits and a goal in the last game against Montreal. Kirby Dach had 4 hits and 2 takeaways in the last game. Look at those Whalers ready to go against these Canadians. All right, here we go. B-Walk. B-Walk goes to the center dot. Simo to Sergio. Sergio to the professor. Pichek tries to shoot it. Oh, I love it. All right, Mr. Feeney with it. Good pass. Look at that pass from Sergio. Whoop. B-Walk. Oh, that's a bad pass. There you go. Okay. Okay, slow it down, Serge. Slow it down. Good pass to Feeney. Feeney goes down. Oh, look at that. The professor doing his thing and then loses it. Killer has it knocked away. Killer playing second line still. So I guess I didn't make the move, right? Taven. Nice little move with the stick. Goes against the wall. Killer collects to Fagan. Fagan to Fagan. Fagan to Fagan. Fagan to Fagan. Oh. Good hit. There's Killer with the puck. To Patch. Patch dumps it in. Here comes Connor. Absolutely killed that guy. Shit. All right. Hold it back. Hold it back. There you go. Kirkish to Paul. Back to Kirkish. Gives it to Connor. Good pass to Patch. Shot. Nothing. All right, here's Darren Paul backing up on defense. Patch with the big hit. Darren can't collect the puck. Stupid. No. Simo with the stop. Okay. So, wow, a lot of action. A lot of action. A lot of action. Okay, here we go, baby. Kelly goes to the dot. He's on the 4th line tonight with Swift and Perry. Oh, get it. Simo, good, good, good. Oh, my God, I think he killed him. Did you hear that? Oh, Lord, that was a hit. That was a hit. All right, folks. Here we are. We are in Montreal. We're taking on the Canadians. It's been a pretty good episode so far. We got a couple of wins, couple of losses. Here, look at Swift. Collect the puck. Scory Perry takes it. Whoop. Sergio knocks him on his ace. Smart play by Feeney to not get the offside. Swift, net. Kelly shoots. Can't get it in. Feeney destroys him. No! Get it out of there. Oh, my goodness. They tie up Feeney's stick. He can't get his stick on the puck. And Simo's laying on her back, and they put it right over her shoulder. Ouch. Okay, so 1-0 Montreal. Guys, we can't lose to Montreal, dude. We can't. No. To Walker. The professor shoots. Nothing happening there. Oh, no. Oh, no. There we go. That's bad. That was a bad pass. Connor gets tripped and no penalty. What? Okay, P-check. Puck makes a little move. Whoop. Whoop. Fires. No! Kirkish absolutely destroys him. Paul does the same thing. Killer. Here he comes. All alone. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Get it. Oh, shit. That was a nice stop. So we give Killer some playing time, right? We got Killer some playing time for sure. P-check, he leads the league in hits with 152. So he ain't scoring a lot of goals, but the dude is just killing people every chance he gets, right? Every chance he gets. No, you're not supposed to shoot it, Connor. It's going to do it for the period. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're through one period of our live game tonight. One period of our live game, and it is 1-0 Montreal Canadiens. If you decide to jump in here at any time, go ahead and comment, say whatever you like. So we've got 7 shots for the Canadiens, 6 for the Whalers, 17 hits for Hartford, 11 for the Canadiens. We have held the puck for 2 minutes and 50 seconds. They've had it for 1 minute and 20. Passing absolutely sucks, so we're going to have to focus on that here heading into period number 2. Face-offs 1, 3 for the Canadiens, 2 for the Whale. Everything else is all zeros on the board. Okay, let's head into period number 2. B-walk to the dot. First line out there on the ice. I think we got to take some time, be patient, get the puck in, right? There you go. Dump it and chase it. Chip and chase. Professor holding the puck. There you go. That's it. B-walk had the one-timer and couldn't get it in. No. Oh, my God. Get it out. You see that dude just came in and took that puck. Fagan levels him. That's what we want to see. Okay, settle it down. Settle it down. Good pass to the professor. To Lamprey. Lamprey fires it on net. Why are we doing that? Fagan with another big hit. Killer. Fires one on net. Connor with the big hit. Keep getting trapped against the wall. There's a shot. There you go. Go get it, killer. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. There you go, kid. That's what we want to see. Blake Sant with a big slapper. Good job. There you go. Dump it in. Here comes Jimmy. Paul just killed him. Whoop. Nice. There we go. Back across the ice. Jimmy. Oh, look at Blake trying to put it in and can't. Oh, that was Swift. That was Swift. The Fagan brothers. I'm like concentrating so hard I can't. No! I don't even talk. All right, here we go. No, no, no! Nice job. Kelly, all alone. Whoop, makes a move and loses the damn puck. Fagan kills him. All right, slow it down, Scory. Lots of passing going on here. Sergio with the big hit. So 1-0 game, man. And we can't score. No. Son of a bitch. This dude with his second goal of the night. All right, so we are losing 2-0 to one of the worst teams in the league. Now, that either that says I can't play or the team sucks. So, I don't know. You do the math. Holy shit. All right, so look at that. There's no defense at all. And then Sergio knocks it off her stick and puts it in the net. Am I the only one who saw that? I mean, it happened pretty quick, but he definitely did it. I'm blaming it on him. I'm blaming that one on him. For sure. Okay, so it's 3-0 now. 3-0. We need a miracle. What in the hell? Yeah, you see that? He did that. Talk about a WTF moment right there, right? A WTF moment from our boy. He was our defensive player of the year last year, right? Shit. Okay, so 12 shots for the Whalers, 15 for Montreal. We've been kicking their ass, so we got 37 hits to their 25. Time on the attack, we've held the puck, but we don't hold the puck, man. We never get it into the zone. We don't pass it. We ain't setting up any damn shots. The one shot attempt we did set up was our boy B-Walk, and he had a one-timer, and he just couldn't put it in the net. So we need 3 goals here in period number 3, right? And when I play, we haven't really scored too many goals at all. There's Pichek. Takes it to the net. God, they're always right in the freaking front. Sergio just works that dude. Simo, just hold on to the damn puck, please. I don't know, man. You know what? I know ain't nobody watching tonight, but, folks, our goalie could be getting traded at the deadline, man. All this talent, all this money we spent, and for nothing. There's the professor takes the shot. Feeney demolishes. Oh, my God. Why can't you get the damn puck, Feeney? All right, here we go. Another breakaway. Great pass, dude. Sergio. Bringing it. There you go. That's it. Slow it down, dude. Slow it down. Oh, no. Connor got put through the glass. Woo, Kirby with the big old hit. Look at. Boom. Oh, he put his face right through the glass. All right, so it's a boarding penalty. We'll take that. Thank you very much. Doc's like, I don't think so. Shoot. Whatever, bro. You killed the guy. Like that episode of Punisher. If you know it, you know it. You know what I'm talking about. There we go. The professor to Serge. Swift tries to take a shot. Guys, we need any goal we can get, right? Any goal we can get. Here's Jimmy. Jimmy holds the puck. That's a smart move. No, Sergio. Power play. Kelly to Jimmy. Jimmy slaps it right into the dude's frickin' shins. Kelly goes to the wall, shoots. Go! Power play goal for Kelly. All right, there we go. So we get one. That was a crazy shot, too. Check this out. Crazy shot. Leaning up against the wall, and he just fires it. Oh, I think they put it in. That might have been Swifty. Swifty might have just bumped that one in. I'm not sure. Look at this. Just bam. Yeah, okay. We'll take it, though, right? A goal is a goal. 3-1. 3-1. 13 minutes to go in the period. We got some help, right? We got some help. Oh, man. Missed a pass. No! Broken stick. Get it out. Get it out. No, that goddamn power play. Oh, for crap. Hey, we got a viewer. Welcome on in. We're playing our live game of the night. We're taking on the Montreal Canadiens. We are getting our asses handed to us in this one. It's 3-1. But we just had a power play goal from the captain, so that's good. We've got, I don't know, about 3 games left in the episode, and then we'll be done for the night. If you're joining, if you're just watching, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're trying to get a win here. Whoa, Blake, you almost lost it. Fires it on net. Okay. So, if you're just joining, again, welcome on in. Throw a comment up there on the screen. Love to know who I'm talking to, so I know I'm not talking to myself, which I've been doing for the last hour or so. But you know what? I do that a lot. I'm known for that, right? I do talk to myself. All right, here we go. Sergio on defense. Oh, crap. Dude, what are you doing? We got 40-year-old Scory Perry chasing this one down. Oh, my God, he killed him. He killed him. We're gonna go on a big-time penalty. So we put him on a 5-on-3. Watch this. He came flying down the ice. This is at full speed. Check this out. Boom! Oh, my God, man. He killed him. Oh, he killed him. He's going to sit down. He just needed a little bit of a break. So he'll sit down in the box. All right. So we got a 5-on-3. And now we get to learn how to kill a penalty. How do we do that? Well, we're one of the best in the league at it. So let's see what we can do here. Whoop. Fagan flips it. Good job. Oh, and he flips it right to Fagan. How about a shorty for the kid? Nope, not going to happen. Okay. Get into the triangle there. That's it. Good job. Oh, no. There you go. Flip it down the ice. And send B-Walk after it. Look at the speed on that kid. Oh, and then he lays the big hit. Wait, did we get another penalty? No, we just kicked. We killed him. We murdered him. Oh, no. Tyson Barrie is just laying there. Watch this hit from B-Walk. Oh, man, and he just killed him. Where'd his helmet go? It just disappeared. And we sent him to the locker room. Get out of here, bro. All right, here we go. Killer Keller is out on the ice now for this one. Killer. Fagan to Fagan. Fagan loses it. Oh, no, Fagan's on the ice. No! No! Good stop, Simo. Big hit from Fagan. Here we go. Fagan, one of them. Oh, why did you flip it straight down, you numbnuts? Okay, Killer. I mean, I guess it hurt us since it's a... Killer. Whoop, whoop. Throws one on the net. All right. Good job by Darren. And then he kills him against the boards. Yes. Okay, so the hit of the night. Hit of the night comes from our boy, B-Walk. Oh, my God, he knocked that dude into last Wednesday. Oh, what a massive hit he laid on him. I don't really picture B-Walk being like that, though. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Good pass. There's Blake. He goes around the net. Oh, are you kidding me, dude? Are you freaking kidding me? P-check. Fires. Nothing happening there. All right. So we're on the power play. Simo doesn't collect the puck. There's Blake. Whoop. Fakes a shot. P-check. Dude, make it. Here's Perry. Yes! Pichek with the goal. It's 3-2. We're trying to launch a comeback here in this one. Okay, so again, I think I may have one viewer. If you're out there, throw some up on the board, man. Let me know you're there. We are making a comeback in this one. Kelly with the power play goal. Pichek with the goal on the assist from Scory Perry. And the Whales trying to make a comeback. We got about 6-7 minutes in this game. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Okay, so we got 7 minutes to go. 7 minutes. Killer's going to take it. Oh, look at the speed. Fires on net. Lamprey tries to recover the puck. Can't get it back. Feeney. You know what, Feeney? Sergio with a massive hit. Feeney just absolutely kills him. And then he gets killed. No! Oh, Connor. Oh, whoop. Oh, look at this move. Killer. Oh, no, he couldn't collect it. Oh, Fagan. Put it in. Just 2 minutes to go in this one. Simo gives it to Fagan. He tries to pass it, but the freaking guy is a pain in the ass. Whoop, 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 whoop. B-Walk tried to shoot, couldn't do anything. Yeah, I love making a Three Stooges noise for my shooters. Oh my God. Wow. Oh, here he comes. B-Walk, net. Whoop. Fires one. Paul can't do it. Patch passes. Kirkish to Paul. Back to Kirkish. Back to Paul. Paul. Oh, and B-Walk can't put it in. Oh, Lord. Okay, so we got 33 seconds to go in this one. It is 3-2. And we have had our chances. Abso-freaking-lutely, we've had our chances in this one. Oh, nice play. Oh, offside. I should have shot it so we can get a fight going. We need a fight. We need something to pump this team up, right? Okay, so we got Jimmy, we got Patch, and we got Sant out there on the ice. Who's gonna do this? Who's gonna tie this game up, right? Jimmy knocks it away. Here's Patch. Patch with the pass to Jimmy. Jimmy fires. Oh, dude, we couldn't get there. Oh, he hit the post. No. Oh, for criminies. Oh, man. God, I hate the horns, man. I hate hearing that horn. It's so freaking loud. Okay, so what a game, right? What a game. So, yeah, we didn't. Oh, look at the guy Yuppie out there on the ice, man. I never knew that before. We might have to just be the Canadians because Yuppie is out there. Now, if you don't know who Yuppie is, Yuppie was the mascot for the Expos. Yuppie! All right, anyway. Okay, so we lose this game. And I'm weeping. No, I'm really not. I had a lot of fun. That was great. We tried to make a comeback. Here was that goal from Pichek late in the game. And, ladies and gentlemen, did we not have every opportunity to win this game? And you know what? If you just saw that very last play, that was all Serge. He put that in. This would have been a 2-2 game if he kept his stick on the ice. And you know what? Because of that, he might be getting traded. Who knows? Okay, so we're not even going to look at the 3 stars of the game. All I'm going to say is Montreal gets 2 of them. We give the other one to Sergio since he won the game for them by knocking in that puck. All right. Oh, bummer. So that's a loss. Go ahead, let's chalk that one up on the board. All right. If I've got any viewers out there, it's a little quieter now, and I'm a little more focused on the screen in front of me. So feel free to say anything you'd like. We are through 8 games in the episode. We have 2 to go. We'll take on the Florida. I almost said the Florida Marlins. I've been doing the baseball game a lot, but we're taking on the Florida Panthers, and then we'll have the Detroit Red Wings. As you can see, we are 30-3. Our playoff opportunities, our chances are slowly dwindling away. I don't see this team getting to the playoffs, and I think it's going to be a major move. The 2nd of March is quickly coming up on us. Okay, that means trade deadline. That means we could be making a move to get some score or I don't know, man. Goalkeeping. That's possible. If my goalkeeper's out there listening, that could mean trouble. You could be getting traded. Feel free to let me know where you might want to go. Okay. So here we go. We continue to roll. We've got 2 games left in the episode. We've got about 23 minutes on the air left. So, again, if you're just jumping in, we've got the losses, the wins, all that good stuff tonight. We did beat Columbus. We beat Seattle. We beat Tampa Bay. We lost to Los Angeles. We had a shootout loss to Los Angeles. Winnipeg was a loss. The Caps we had a win, and the Montreal Canadiens we just lost live. So we did get a total of 9 points in the episode. We've got 2 opportunities to get to the 10-point goal for the episode, but I don't think it's going to do what we need it to do. The team is kind of where they were last year. Had to jump in on old episodes from last year to see that. The other thing we have to check on, because I was so excited about that game as I was playing it, is what happened in New York tonight. So did we get the win? Yes! The Islanders won tonight 5-4 in a shootout. Dang. Okay, so the team is so beat up right now. But we managed to get ourselves a shootout victory. If you're with me and you're watching, welcome. We're just about through the episode. Like I said, I just ramble. I just keep on going until I get a comment up on the screen. But we are talking kind of the topic of the evening was favorite 80s movies, favorite 80s actors, anything, right? So we've got about 2 games left in the episode. Let's talk about my favorite 80s movie. Okay, so I did an episode with the Montreal Expos. Today. And the favorite movies I heard, okay, Goonies, Indiana Jones, Ferris Bueller, and then they changed their answer from Ferris Bueller to Over the Top. All right. Now, I don't know who's watching. I got 3 people watching me right now. I don't know who you are. All right. But I know I have 2 people watching me. So it bounces back and forth. But Over the Top, obviously a cinematic masterpiece with our boy Sylvester Stallone, where he plays Lincoln Hawk, the arm wrestling champion of the United States. Travels across country with his boy in the truck. They become a father-son bond. It's so touching. And he does that whole thing where he puts his thumb over the top and bam, whatever. Anyway, that's all arm wrestling action. And I like that movie too. Okay, but I think if I had to choose one 80s movie that it's on and I have to watch it every time it's on, it has to be Rocky 4. I will watch Rocky 4 in English. I will watch Rocky 4 in Spanish. I can pretty much quote the movie all the way through, starting from the start to the finish. Now, we're not talking about this director's cut thing that came out in 2021 or 2022. No. I'm talking about the original Rocky. I can probably walk you through every panel of the movie, start to finish. I have the album. I listen to the songs. I absolutely love Rocky 4. Now, it's a sports movie, okay? But that said a lot for us 80s kids, right? You had the whole Cold War thing, and we were all afraid of you know who, and it is what it is. And, of course, he was a heck of a villain because the dude said like 8 words in the entirety of the movie. 8 words in the entirety of the movie. Plus, it got me through a pretty rough time in my life, which was awesome. So, again, I've got some people watching now. We're jumping in here late. You guys are gonna keep me up late. But so 80s movie. Shoot it up on the screen. First person right now. Tell me what your 80s movie is. Then we'll jump into our next game. We're looking at the Florida Panthers and then the Detroit Red Wings to close out the episode. Is it Goonies? Goonies. Okay, so Goonies is going to be the number one that I've seen. Well, that's the same viewer. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Yeah, so Goonies, absolutely, right? Goonies is the same thing. And that's kind of a destination for me at some point. I want to get to the Astoria house, and I'd like to see it in person. That's if I can change and you can change, everybody can change, right? Yeah. Yes, that's it. How about whatever he eats, he destroys. Yeah, that's a good one too, right? Oh man, it's a tell you, I can quote the whole damn movie, man, almost start to finish. Almost start to finish. I had it on VHS and I watched it over and over and over again. Right, and then when you're working out, right, I'd be playing golf and practicing. Oh, you get the soundtrack in your ear, little Hearts on Fire, little Eye of the Tiger. Oh, Rocky does it for you. I mean, Goonies, yeah, they got Cyndi Lauper, but Rocky, man, this is a banging soundtrack. Okay, all right, see, you got me going. Look at that. It only took me an hour and 40 minutes, right? I mean, I had dinner. Now I got to burn my dinner off by talking. Whew. Okay. All righty, folks. So I just played one game live. If you caught any of that, we lost to the Canadians 3-2. We've lost a bunch of games in this episode, and we're inching towards the trade deadline. We're going to get to see that live. We have never done that. So when I did the edited videos, we cut all that out. I didn't show any of that. We made the trade. We got rid of Mr. Fetto. Oh, that was a bummer. That sucked, right? But here we are. Here we are. This year, we're going to watch the trade deadline in person. So we're going to get to see how that all works for the team. Okay. All right. What about Rambo? No, dude, see, I don't think so. I mean, Rambo, which one are we talking now? There's many Rambos, right? I mean, there's so many Rambos. There's First Blood. Now, First Blood was great. First Blood was a great Rambo movie, right? And it actually scared me to death. I saw that movie when I was younger. I think it's one of the first movies we ever watched on VHS. And that scene where they're like in the woods and he makes that thing that like comes out from the trees and like cuts that dude or like stabs that dude. Oh my God. Oh my God. And I lived near a wooded area. So like every time I walked in there as a little kid, I'm thinking that's going to happen to me. But no, Rambo was great. Rambo was great. The second one, the third one, right? And then the last couple, holy crap, just went totally dark in the last couple. All right, folks. So with that being said, I am loving the comments. Keep throwing them my way. Absolutely love them. Because I'll just keep chatting. I'll keep yapping it up. All right. But I got a lot of Fortnite to practice for. And, I only have so much time because eventually this old guy has to go to bed, right? I can't be up all night. Okay. So we're going to make our way in here. We're going to simulate right up to the Florida game. And Die Hard. Oh, my God. Die Hard. And is it a Christmas movie? Oh, my God. Okay, so I know that my sister does not listen. She doesn't watch my videos. Okay, I know she doesn't. But my sister and I love Die Hard. And yes, Die Hard is absolutely a Christmas movie, right? I mean, ho, 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 now I got a machine gun. Absolutely. And he's there to visit his wife on Christmas. Now, the thing I never understood is the whole cross-country thing. As a little kid, you're like, oh, they live cross-country from each other? But, I get it now, I guess. I don't know. But, no, absolutely, it's a Christmas movie. And see, there's so many, right? It's almost like we have to put it to a freaking vote. Like, what do we have now? We got the Goonies. We got Rocky IV. We got Die Hard. I might have to put that in a vote for next week to see actually Hoosiers and Karate Kid. Now, Karate Kid, Karate Kid, all right. Hoosiers, nobody's gonna like that except for us, dude. Nobody's gonna like that except for us, right? Nobody's gonna like that except for us. So you got to talk. See, you gotta embrace the entirety of the community that we're talking to. There's 5 people here, all right, and only 2 of us are gonna actually like Hoosiers. There's 5 people, and only 2 of us are gonna like that movie. But I tend to appreciate the young man who shoots the free throws, granny style, right? I mean, that takes a lot. You get a lot of courage to get out there and do that. Okay. See, you keep throwing them at me. I'm getting distracted. That's it. Okay, so here we are now. We're being offered a trade. The Bruins want Cody Delgado and our 3rd rounder, and we're going to decline that as we approach the deadline. Okay, so we're going to watch this next one. We're going to go ahead and sim it, and we're going to sim it on slow because we got some time. So let's go ahead and sim on 2 times. So it's a little bit slower. We got about 19 minutes to go here in period number 1. We're taking on one of the toughest teams in the league, the Florida Panthers, who I like to call the Florida Marlins over and over again because I can't differentiate between baseball and hockey because I've been playing so many damn games here over the last couple of days. I've got 4 viewers, right, or maybe 3, I don't know, 2, whatever it is. Go ahead and make yourself known. I know a few of you out there, you've been talking to me the whole time. Again, we got 80s movies up on the board. So far, we've said Die Hard, right? Rocky IV. Somebody threw Hoosiers and the Karate Kid at me. What about the classics, though, right? What about the classics? What about the Breakfast Club? How do we not even talk about the Breakfast Club, right? That is a classic 1980s movie. Kind of breaks down every little part, every little type of teenager from that era. Now, if you did that now, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, like that one too. I like that one. But I will be totally honest with you. I have never seen that movie. Never. I've heard about it. I've seen pieces, bits and pieces. I've never seen the entirety of that movie. We were just talking about this the other night. The only Steve Martin movie that I've seen completely is the Three Amigos. Yes, I've seen the entire Three Amigos movie so many times that I can actually do the Three Amigos like salute thing. Kirkish is going to score here in period number 1, and it is Hartford 1, Florida nothing. And we need another win, folks. We need another win. This would get us to 11 points on the episode if we can get the win here against the Florida Panthers. Get it right, Mike. Florida Panthers. Okay. Wow, I had to take a second here. So we're up 1-0. All right, I had to just get myself a little drink there. Okay. Moving right into period number 2, and we've got a 1-0 lead for the Whalers on the goal from Kirkish. Kirkish is trying to earn his spot on the team, okay? We are getting stand and deliver. Are you just Googling 80s movies right now? Stan and I like that one too. I do like that one too. Right? You know, he's like he brings these kids in. They do the calculus, man. It's pretty cool. Mike Kelly with the goal on the power play. See, I'm talking so much. I'm not even paying attention to my team. But yeah, no, that was good. That was a good flick, right? Edward James Olmos, Lou Diamond Phillips. Definitely a good one. There's another one I like too. Hold on, is it Summer School? Okay, Reinhardt's going to score, so it's 2-1 Hartford now. Oh, dude. Okay, so I have not seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, but I have definitely seen Stripes. I have definitely seen Stripes. That one was too good. I like Stripes. I like Spies Like Us. All right. I mean, Ghostbusters. We're talking. I don't know. Spies Like Us. That was Aykroyd and Chase, right? And then you had, I don't know, Stripes. That's Ramis and Murray. Then you got Murray, Ramis, and Aykroyd in Ghostbusters. Those were great. Those were great flicks. The '80s were a good time for movies. Definitely a good time for movies. See, it just gets the chatter going. So we're in the second period, and it's 3 minutes to go. 2-1 Hartford, currently on the Florida team. The Florida team, because my brain is shutting off here in this one. And we're up 2-1. Mike Kelly had the power play goal. Reinhardt had a goal, and we're making our way to the end of period numero dos. Power play for the Panthers. And okay, so we're rolling right into period number 3. Period number 3. Ooh, we went quiet there. A little quiet. We had some action there. Talking 80s movies, right? Talking 80s movies. So I threw The Breakfast Club out there, but I didn't hear any comments about The Breakfast Club. I enjoy that one, even though I've seen it so many times that I actually fall asleep at the same point every time that it's on. I can actually fall asleep every time at the same point. And if you're familiar with the movie, it's when the principal's walking down the hall, he slams the fire extinguisher door, and he goes, Haga Daga. Boom, I'm out like a light almost every time. Coming to America. Yes, that is a classic 80s movie. Oh my God, man, I got to start writing these down. Coming to America. Absolutely. Well, and they tried to do you know what kills me though is when they take these 80s movies and try to remake them now. They kind of it takes something away from them, right? So I mentioned earlier in the baseball episode, about Red Dawn. I really loved Red Dawn. Great flick, great cast, great actors, great story. And then I tried to redo it in, 10 years ago, and it just wasn't the same thing. It's kind of like Happy Gilmore and then Happy Gilmore, right? Happy Gilmore 2 just didn't really do it for me. I enjoyed watching it, but it just seemed like they tried to do too much commercially with it. Okay, so Hartford 2, Florida 1. We've got 3 minutes to go in the period, and we've just been watching this tick down nice and slow as we're talking to our guests here in the cave. We're down to about 2 minutes in this one. We got about 1:30. Let's see if we can hold them off. They've taken 40 shots. Field of Dreams. Okay, yeah, I like Field of Dreams. I was a little bored, though, with that and Sergio with the empty netter. My boy, Sergio. All right. So, I got a little bit of an echo in here. Echo. Whoa. Here's a Goonies reference for you. Oh, no, Sloth. It's just your echo. Okay, so we take this one 3-1. Against a great Florida team. Holy crap, Mike, you weren't even paying attention as we were winning that game. So that gets us to 11 points on the episode. All right, let's go. We're finishing this puppy up. We've got 2 things to do, and then we will be rolling out for the night. We have got the trade deadline is coming up, and then we have one more game against the Detroit Red Wings. Okay, let's take a look at the scoring in this one. We had Gavin Kirkish in the first period, 16 minutes into the first. Darren Paul and the professor with the assist. In period number 2, it was Mike Kelly at the 4:16 mark of the period with a goal with the helper from Scory Perry. Reinhart had a goal at the 8:12 mark of the period. Assists from Kulikov and Kachuk. And, of course, it was Sergio with the goal right there with about 16 seconds left in the game. That's his 15th of the year. Helper from Connor Burns, who is one of our leading scorers. We take a look at the penalties in this one. We love to look at penalties from this team because we get a lot of penalties, right? And it's not something necessarily to be proud of, but we do. Slashing, Swift. Fighting, Perry. Interference, Keller. Hooking, Fagan. Holding the stick from Connor Burns. Well, you can't do that, dude. You know whose name I didn't see there? One of our top penalty guys. Yeah, no fear. No fear. He likes to get penalties for sure. And let's take a look at the 3 stars of the game. Kelly gets his name up on the board with a goal. He did nothing else. Knight he gave up 2 goals, but he had 29 saves. Simo coming up big, giving up just the 1 goal. Yeah, 1 goal in this one. I had 39 saves, so I kind of threatened the trade. I threatened the trade at the end of that Canadiens game, and she comes up big in this one. Okay, so here we are. We have 1 game left in the episode. 1 game. We have 11 points. So I can't be disappointed with this episode. We've been disappointed. Points. Wow, it's the same word in there. Goofy bastard, you. Okay, so here we go. We are heading to the trade deadline. Now, we have to take a look, right? We got to see who do we have on the trade block. I don't think we have anyone on a trade block. And what the hell do we need anyway, right? We need something. We need something to help this team out, okay? I think we need just a scorer, a straight-up sniper, because I don't think we have any snipers. Let's take a look at our lines, really see what we have a need for. I have got P-check. Now, if you look under player type, that kind of tells you what he is. So he's a power forward. B-Walk is a playmaker. Okay, so we've got Jacob as a sniper on the top line. Burns is a two-way forward, so he can do basically whatever we need. Killer, I don't know why I still have him there. That's pretty stupid. Kelly is a playmaker. Lamprey is a power forward. Patch is a sniper. So we need another... Oh, we got 2 snipers. What? We have 2 snipers on this line. We need to change that up, right? Keller, he's just a grinder. I think Jimmy needs to move. Yeah, there you go, dude. Yeah, Jimmy needs to move. We're going to leave that. But we are going to make a trade. We're going to make a trade because I really want to get Delgado into the action and get him playing more and more. So I think we're going to move a defensive piece to try to get an offensive piece. So let's go down here to the trade block. Trade block. Here is the Whalers. Stand by me. Yes. Oh, well, that's a classic too. That is a classic too. That's the one where they go looking for the dead body, right? And you got the whole pie eating contest where the lard ass and the... I don't want to get demonetized, but like the lard ass, and he eats and then he throws... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm positive that's it. Okay, so here's what we have on the block right now. We've got DiPietro, who's in the farm system. Boink. We're going to take him off. Cody. Boink. Bauer. Bouchane. And the second-round pick that we got for Feddo. So we're going to leave that one on the board. We'll leave that one on the board. But let's go big. Let's see what they offer us for one of our big timers. So the main thing to look at for us is going to be our contract length. Right? We need to look at our contract length. Who's got what? So Jimmy's got 5 years. Kelly has 4. Bunch of guys with 4. Of course, No Fear with 4. The Professor with 4. Let's see who's looking at 1-year contracts. These are all minor league guys. Greg Swift has a 1-year contract. He's an enforcer. We don't really need an enforcer. No offense, buddy. I'd like to try to keep him because we know he's still around. Blake has been good this year. He's been very good. He's got 15 goals and 12 assists, but I want to keep him. I don't want to get rid of him. Pacioretty has been okay. Let's see what he's done this year. 11 goals, 18 assists, so he's got it. No one will want him, though. He's 37 years old. But you know what? We'll put him up there on the board. And who else we got? Weekend, dude, you just keep throwing them at me, bro. Weekend at Bernie's? 1 or 2, bro. 1 or 2. And how do you make a second movie with that? The dude is dead. He was dead. How does anyone not notice that? And now that you're an adult and we see that, we see that movie, you're like, the bro had to stink, man. Not to mention it was like dead of summer. It's like dead of these guys are like sitting up on the roof of their building, right? I think their feet are like sticking to the tar. They're sitting in the pool, right? This is the same movie, right? They're sitting in this little kiddie pool having a beer. I think this is like Andrew McCarthy and Silverman. Yeah, I think I just got the 2 actors right too. Good for you, Mike. And anyway, he's dead and it's hot and it doesn't stink and no one's gonna notice this. Come on, man. Come on, that movie's so far-fetched. But it's a movie. I know it's a comedy. I know. But you get my point. You get my point. Okay. Here's the other thing we're gonna do. We're going to do the unthinkable. Oh, are we really gonna do it? Do we put the captain of franchise potential, 93 overall, out there on the line? Nah, we're going to pass on that. I'm not going to trade myself. That would totally ruin the entire game. All right, at left wing, we got Lamprey. We can part with him. What's he got? He's got 2 years left. Somebody might pick him up. I like Swift. He comes in and he fights. He gets us going. Let's see who else we got. We got right winger. We got Blake. He's got a year contract. We know he's going to go. Defensively, yeah, here's the one we're going to put out there. Ghostbusters. Yes, Ghostbusters. Yeah, I don't know, my father took us to see that when we were little. Oh, my Lord. That opening scene with the librarian scared the bejeebers out of me. And let me tell you, I saw a very interesting documentary about the movie. I love watching all these YouTube shows, and I saw this documentary about Ghostbusters, and that scene is actually was crazy scarier, and they kind of dumbed it down a little bit so it wouldn't scare you too bad, because they like went really gross when the librarian turns around and scares them. Like she has like all the flesh and it was pretty nasty, but that's a great flick. Ghostbusters, great flick. The one that I love that we used to just quote like crazy. We quoted this thing like crazy. Is Ghostbusters 2. Ghostbusters 2 was like so quotable when I was in high school. I'd sit there, I'd be in class, and we used to quote the little guy who has to go and like take the baby. I don't remember his name in the movie, but you know, he'd say little things like, oh, I'm dripping Zvizgoo, and this guy was classic. I think he ended up being in like, I don't know, what was that show with the lady and the Uka Chaka baby, and it would dance and stuff. I don't remember the name of the show, but he was in that. I'm pretty sure he was in that. Anyway, see, now you're taking me into the 90s. Holy crap. You get me started on the 90s, too. Okay, so we are at the trade deadline, and we just put Gavin on the trade deadline, so we'll see what happens there as we approach. So we've got Kirkish on there. We have Lamprey on there. We have Patch on there, and he just lost morale. I don't really care if you lost morale. I'm going to be trading your ass anyway. You'll be on your way out the door. Okay. So let's go to the calendar, and we're going to go to the trade deadline. All right. Coming off that big win. So here's the fun part of this. So if you're like really into these kind of games and you're into the whole like ownership management part of it, this is a great little add-on to this, because it kind of takes you through the entirety of the trade deadline, and you're going through, like, it ticks away fast. But teams will offer you trades, and you offer teams trades, and we'll see what happens. Because we might try to make a big move just to bring a big name in, try to put some asses in the seats here in Hartford. We're going to call ourselves a buyer. We'll call ourselves a conservative buyer. We're going to go ahead and enter the trade deadline. And here we are. So we're about 2 hours into the episode. Hour and 45 minutes into the episode. We are at the trade deadline. Our team is not looking so hot when it comes to playoff runs or anything like that. We put Patch, who we signed earlier at the beginning of the year. He's on the on the trading block, and we put Gavin Kirkish out there on the trading block. So here's how we're going to do this now, right? So he's got to be one of the top 10 players on the block. I mean, easily. He's got to be. And if you're just jumping in, welcome back, welcome in, welcome back, whatever it is. If you're a journey player, give us your thoughts on trading, right? I mean, I mentioned trading the goalie. My goalie hasn't been watching tonight. But I've been considering trading the goalie. So let's go ahead and find a trade, right? So here's how we do this. So we are in the trade deadline. Up on the top of the screen, you see time ticking away. We have until 12 o'clock. Right? And it's just ticking away, 6:33, 6:44. All right, so we're going to throw a trade up on the board. We are going to, Gremlins. Oh, I like that one too. I like the second one. The second one was good. Now, the thing about Gremlins has to be the actress, right? Because I'm pretty sure that's the same girl from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Yes, I'm pretty sure it is, right? I mean, the guy, who knows? I don't know who that is. I think he was in like a Whopper commercial or something. But the girl, that's different. Okay, let's go ahead and we will put Gavin Kirkish out there. Let's see if we can find a trade for him. Ooh, and we've got one. So the Toronto Maple Leafs are offering us an elite, medium potential left winger. He's got 3 years on his contract, and he makes $875,000 a year. So we can dump $6 million and 2 years worth of contract on a defenseman who hasn't really done much for us this year, and get a second-round pick, and we get an elite player, a left winger that we can probably put on the third line. So let's go ahead and we're going to take a look. We're going to see if this dude's a sniper, because if he's a sniper, we might be doing this. If he's a sniper, right? Yet. And he is a two-way forward. But look at him. Puck skills in the 80s. And he's growing. He's only 18 years old. Oh, my goodness. That could be a straight-up deal. And we get a second-round pick. And all we got to give up is Kirkish. Time's a ticking on that deal. Okay, I don't know if that deal will still be there. Let's see. Let's see if they do that again. If I offer that again, let's see what happens. So Kirkish and find a trade. Okay, so they offer the same. So we only get one offer for this kid right now. Only the one offer. And you know what? I really like the idea of bringing in a young kid, 18 years old, elite potential, and we get a second-round draft pick. We know that we have Delgado, who wants to move into the slot. Kirkish can go to Toronto. He'll get some play time there. So, I don't know. I don't know. Yep, it's happening. Okay, so Gavin Kirkish is on his way to Toronto, and we just picked up a young, let's see, what's this kid's name again? Anton Frondel, Sausage King of Chicago. Yeah, no, it was Abe Froman. But we're going to say that he's the Sausage King of Chicago, Anton Frondel. You're the Sausage King of Chicago. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to this thing, right? So it's 7 o'clock in the morning. We made one deal, right? So we're looking at some contracts that are up. That's what we're trying to get rid of. We got a lot of bucks loaded into this team. Okay. Okay, let's see. Just entertaining here. Now this guy's been playing pretty good for us. Let's see what we get for him. Oh my God, look at this. So if we were to give up DJ right now, this is what they're offering us. We're getting some quality players and a draft pick. We get Patrick Laine. Okay, but look at his freaking contract. Oh, we only got to pay it for a year, though. Okay, and then, okay, but you know what? I can't get rid of DJ. I can't. Guys, no, I can't. It means way too much to me. Hopefully he's listening to that. I can't get rid of him. Okay, so we're going to entertain. If we're entertaining that, let's entertain this. Nobody will take that trade. Nobody wants to offer me a trade for my best goalie. Oh, wow. Good for you. That's huge. Okay, now, here we go. Looking at the captain. Nobody wants to offer a trade for the captain. How about Killer? Killer? What do you think? Okay. So Killer we got 78 options. I'm not going to roll through all these. But is there anything worth talking about? No, not really. Not really. We could send him packing, though. We can get a draft pick, send Killer over to the Avalanche. No, we're going to stay with him, too. We'll keep him. You're welcome. Okay, so here's the last one. Because I like doing this. The last trade that we're going to consider. So we got rid of Kirkish, okay? But that's okay, because look at what we have defensively. We've got pieces. We got pieces to fit in there, okay? But we're going to take a look, because I know he's watching right now. And we're going to see. If we were to trade No Fear, this is what we'd get. Oh, we would get a goalie. All right? We would get a goalie, and we'd get Richie from Minnesota and a pick. Our second option, we could send him over to the New Jersey Devils, and we'd get Reshny. If we could get Michael Bunting and a second-round pick. Bullshit. Okay, I would never do that to you. No Fear. And then we could send him to Utah. He likes skiing. We'd get Kerfoot and a third-round pick if we sent him to Utah. But I don't think we want to do that. Let's do it this way, see what happens. Okay, so we get 7 options here. How about No Fear to the Blackhawks? We get a right winger. But I can't do that, man. You can't get rid of a viewer. He would never watch. See that, dude? I said it before you could even put it on the screen. Yeah, I know. I was. I'm sorry. I won't do it. I promise I won't do it. Okay, I won't do it. I'm not going to do that. I just want to see what I could get. It's a business. It's a business, right? It's a business. Wouldn't be the first time we worked together and then split up. Okay. All right, folks. That's that. We do have another option that we might be able to move, and that would be. I would never have moved him. I would never have done it. Well, how about the kid we just got? I wonder if somebody would give me something for that. Oh, yes. We can get Pavel Buchnevich. Of course, that's going to cost us $8 million. But we get a draft pick. I don't think so. We're going to stick with the kid. We're going to stick with the kid and see what happens. Okay, so we've got one more game to play, and then we're rolling out of here. I'm going to simulate through this whole thing. All right, we're done. We're done. Nobody offered us any other trades. We let it go for about 3 hours of this time, which is more like 5 minutes. I sat here and talked to myself for a little bit. I threatened a few players with trades and actually heard one response. Thank you very much for responding. My goalie, who's usually a regular viewer, is not watching tonight. I'm a little surprised. Okay, so we've got one game to go in this one. And what we're going to do, we're going to kind of do a little hybrid. I'm going to simulate, then I'm going to play, then I'm going to turn it off and call it a night. I'm very excited. My Islanders got an OT shootout victory tonight over the Vegas Golden Knights. That's 2 wins this year against that team. That's something we don't do very often. All right. I don't know what's going on with the Islanders. I know you probably don't watch hockey. But the Islanders have turned it on. We lose a couple players to big injuries, and I love some of these guys who come up from my Bridgeport team, and they're very exciting. If you get a chance, I know you're not hockey fans. You might not like to watch hockey, but wouldn't hurt. Turn it on, listen to a couple minutes, watch a couple minutes. They are a very exciting. It's like they're an older team with younger guys sprinkled in there. Okay, and being a guy who works with a lot of younger people, they kind of bring life to the older guys and make them play that much better. It kind of ignites a little something because there's like this competition. You're trying to hold on to your spot on the team when these young guys are coming up and trying to basically move you out, right? Makes sense. Okay. So we're going to advance through to the Detroit Red Wings game. And here we go. Let's go ahead and sim this one. This is game numero 10. That's my best attempt at English and Spanish in the same sentence. And we are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We have 11 points in this episode. We're going for 13 if we can beat the Detroit Red Wings in this one. Again, I'm going to jump in and play probably the last couple minutes of the period. And of the third period. I'll probably jump in with about 8 minutes left, and that's how we'll close out the episode. How about B-Walk with the goal? Puts one past Ville Husso, and it is 1-0 Hartford. He's trying to get us to 13 points on the episode. I say he as if he's just carrying the whole team on his back, but we have seen him play. Pichek puts one in the net. All righty. So you know what? Let's see if No Fear can get something done. All right, we passed on trading his ass, and let's see if he can get something done. I'd love to see his name pop up on the board here at some point. 5-on-4 power play. We kill that off, and it's going to be first period coming to an end. Thank you very much. We are right into period number 2. 18 minutes to go in the second period. Shots are 14-10 in favor of Detroit. So they're putting some shots on net. Simo's doing her job, saying that's why you don't trade me, dude, because I can play. I can hold it down between the pipes. Okay. Veleno puts one past Simo. So as soon as I say that, there's a goal. All right, folks. So if I got anybody out there listening, I'm looking for and Taven Lamprey is going to score, so it's 3-1. I'm looking for ideas. Sandin Pelika with the goal. And when I say I'm looking for ideas, okay, I love the Whalers. I love doing the Expos things live, but I've been trying to come up with some ideas for things to do where I can record and edit and kind of. I like the creative side of it. So if you watched a lot of the Hartford stuff early on. I know there was a lot of requests for me to do live. I've been doing live. I enjoy sitting here doing this. Don't get me wrong. It's going to continue. But I've been considering doing something with the boxing game or something with the basketball game and something that would be live. I'm not live. Just episodes that I put out once a week. The boxing thing, I came up with a couple of really good ideas. But it takes a little bit of time to design those guys. So, and the same with the basketball game. Consider doing some sort of, movie characters or TV characters and some sort of tournament. But, anyway, like I said, ideas, any ideas. I'm open to anything. No, almost anything. Okay, so we are through 2 periods now. Sandin Palika scored. Veleno scored. Lamprey scored in that period. So it's 3-2 Hartford. We're going to tick it down to about 8 minutes. Then I'll stop it, and I'll jump in to play the final 8 minutes of this one. Okay, so hopefully we score, because I don't score. O'Connor is going to put one in the net, and this game is tied. We cannot be tied, and I'm jumping in to play this stupid game. We can't. We just can't. All right. So 13 minutes to go, and Mike Kelly says, there you go, coach. Patch puts one in, so we got a 5-3 lead. Kopp makes it 5-4. Simo is falling down between the pipes. It's a power play now. We're at the 6. Oh, I skipped the. Oh, Pichek scores, and I'm going to pause it at 5 minutes. Okay, we're going to jump in and play the final couple minutes of this one. Let's put us in the alternate blues because that's my color. I like alternate blues. And their uniforms don't change, so I don't know why. Okay, we'll go with that one. That one's pretty sick. It wasn't really, but, who cares? The other thing I thought about doing was the NFL. I thought about doing the NFL. I am terrible at the Madden game, and I'm not talking about playing. Like, I don't understand the whole – I don't understand. Let's just say I don't understand. There's offensive line. There's defensive line. There's all this stuff. Feeney kills this dude. I mean, he broke his stick. Sergio can't collect the puck because he's bad. Oh, Pichek. So Pichek, who actually leads the league in hits. There's Feeney. Feeney collects. Still a little bent out of shape because I was going to trade his ass. And every time he hits somebody, he's seeing the owner. No! Simo to Feeney. Oh, what are you doing, Feeney? And that's why I was going to trade you. Oh, Lucas Raymond puts it in the net. Oh, Lord. That's all me, dude. That's all me. I'm sitting here talking, and my brain can't do 2 things at once. So we're all tied up in this one. Dylan Larkin, he's got 139 hits. Oh, we're not tied up. Okay, good. I thought we were tied up. See, I told you my brain can't do 2 things at once. Play college football, build UConn back to prominence. Oh, okay. I have to practice it, though, because, again, Pichek fires one. I don't really know how to do that. So I have to watch a couple of YouTubers, and I'll try to do that. I'll have to try to do that. The other thing that's tough to do, look at the freaking hit he took. The other thing that's tough to do is you got to kind of pace it out and know how to edit it. So I have to, talk right. See, I like this because I just keep talking, and people listen. And I can be kind of funny if I want to, even though I'm not always funny. B-walk. Big shot. Oh, tried to chase it down. So it's a 6-5 lead. They're going to take the goalie out of the net here in a second. There he goes. Let's give it who's out there? Oh, it's Jimmy! Yes! Jimmy Lamoureux, who we never see score, and he gets a goal. So we scored 7 goals in this game, folks. 7 goals. I love it. Jimmy rocks the 80s Jofa helmet, the wooden stick, and look at that. Nice. All right, baby. 7-5. Let's see if they pull the goalie again. That's like the only way I can score. I mean, it makes sense, right? There's no goalie. Okay, so why do we have an empty net? Did they get a penalty? Oh, they gave us a penalty. Veleno. Okay, so I like the idea. Jaws. Wait, did Jaws come out in the 80s or did that come out in the 70s? Now, if we're talking about a classic Jaws movie from the 80s, how about Jaws 3? That was a 3D movie. But I think the first one came out in the 70s. I could be wrong. I may be right. But it just may be a lunatic you're looking for. Oh, wait a minute. I'm still alive. Kelly tries to fire one on the net. Jimmy with the big hit. Empty net. Pichek just fires it. Sergio takes the shot. And we get the win. Yes. Okay. So that's going to do it. We played 10 games in this episode. I didn't play 10 games. Simo gets the win. And, okay, so we're through 10 games. We're at the end of everything. All right. I'm not going to go through all the stats in that one. That was fun. That was the last 5 minutes. We got to jump in and see that. What is next week's topic? Ooh, I don't know, but I got to make it fun, right? I got to make it fun. Give me some time. Let me think about it. I came up with that one during the during the Expos. And that was just me, like, I don't know, Googling Chat GPT in it. I love Chat GPT, man. I just ask it a question and it asks me a question. That thing can make me talk forever. Yeah, I think it make me talk forever. So we get the win against Detroit, right? And that's another 2 points. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 points in the episode. We finish up at 32, 30, and 3. Okay, so if we can do our math out there, that's 65 games we have played. A total of 65 games we have played. 82 minus 65 is 17. Welcome to the classroom, ladies and gentlemen. We have 17 games left in the episode. I'm sorry, in the episode. We have 17 games left in the season. Okay. Last year when we got to this point, I went ahead and I kind of knocked them all out in one episode. I don't think I'm going to do that next week. I don't want to go through 17 games. So what we're going to do is we're going to split it up into 8 and 9. How's that sound? So next week we'll do 8 games. Then the final episode will be 9 games. It's not going to be the final episode of the season, though. We can't do that. We can't do that. Okay. I don't want to have to take time off because we don't make the damn playoffs. We got to make the playoffs because when we make the playoffs, we sit here and watch the whole game. Like we did like we did in the first season of the Whalers. We want to make sure we get to the playoffs so we can actually watch some hockey. Because it's exciting when we sit there and watch the whole game. Totally. Okay, so I've got some things to think about, right? We made a trade. Gavin Kirkish is no longer a member of the Hartford Whalers. He's moved on to... Wow, I don't remember where I traded him to. Where did I trade him to? I don't know. We moved him. I feel like it's somebody the Toronto Maple Leafs. So he's moved on to the Maple Leafs, but we got a stud little player to replace him. So that should help. Plus we get a draft pick, so we'll be able to make up for his loss. But we'll see how he does. I'll keep checking in on him in Toronto, right? We passed on a trade. Well, actually, we tried to trade our goalie, who is not with us tonight, not watching us tonight. We tried to trade the goalie and got nothing. Nobody wanted her. Nobody wanted to trade for her. It was kind of strange because she's really good, but nobody wanted to trade for her. We did make an attempt to trade our defenseman. I'm not going to say his name because he gets a little hurt when I talk about it. But we tried to trade our defenseman, and we had a lot of offers for him, but I passed on it. I can't do that to him. He's a Whaler. Let's just put it that way. He's loyal. He's a loyal Whaler. So we got to keep him on the team. We threw Pichek's name out there as well and didn't get any offers. I'm kidding. Okay, so we have reached the end of the episode. Again, we're 32, 30, and 3 as we head into our final 17 games of our second season in Hartford. It's good to have a winning record. That's definitely a good thing. Right? Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the stats before we roll out the door. We're going to jump right over here. Connor Burns currently leading the team with 68 points. Goals on the season. Burns with 26. Pichek with 24. Kelly is in third with 18. Assists, we've got B-Walk with 49. Quanah Burns with 42. Jimmy, my cousin from Boston, with 32 assists. Points. How about total points? We've got Connor Burns with 68. B-Walk with 63. And Pichek with 55. Now, here's the amazing thing about B-Walk. B-Walk has 63 points. 49 of them are freaking assists. The dude is killing it. Plus minus, our best plus minus is Connor Burns. He's got a 12 plus minus. Penalties, boom, rolling right in. Now, I talked smack on No Fear about the penalties, but dude, I'm totally wrong. I was totally wrong, and I totally apologize. Swifty leads the team in penalties. He's got 83 minutes. Fagan, that's Michael Fagan with 81, and Killer Keller with 60. Shots, we've got 199 for Pichek because the dude fires the puck from wherever he is on the ice. He could be sitting in the second row eating nachos, and he's firing the puck at the net down the other side. This dude always shoots the puck. He's never passing it. We've got shot percentage. That's Blake Sant, who I almost traded him. Right? We're gonna have to sign him because he's only got 1 year left in his contract. Game-winning goals. Pichek with 4. Power play goals. Pichek with 11. Power play points. Walker with 18. So just that kind of gives you an idea as to where we stand with the team point-wise through 65 games. All right, folks, that is going to do it for tonight. I will come up with a topic for next week. Now, look, if you watch this in the recording after the fact, why weren't you here tonight? To my friends and fellow Whalers who are here tonight, thank you for joining, okay? Means a lot to me, gives me the first hour and a half, I was lonely. I was sitting here talking to myself. But for the last 45 minutes or so, it's been great. I love having some conversation pieces thrown at me. Really gives me a chance to just be who I am, right? Instead of trying to be some character here on this show. So I'll come up with a topic for next week. In the comments down below, put anything, right? If you watch this during the week, if you are somebody just jumping in and watching it, I know that there's people out there who do that because my views go up throughout the week. So if you're watching it and you want to be part of it next week, you want to participate, go ahead, give me a topic I'd love to chat about. I try to keep it a broad conversation piece, right? Anything, dude, anything. Yeah, I mean, look, it doesn't have to be sports. It doesn't have to be movies. It's something that everybody can participate in the conversation. The only thing I have to say, there's two things that never get discussed on this channel: politics and religion. That's where we draw the line. All right? Anything else, man, I don't care. We'll talk about food. We'll talk about movies. We'll talk about music. We'll talk about anything. All right? Anything. That's not going to get me demonetized because my 6 viewers are making me money. My 6 viewers are making me money. I got to tell you, I'm bringing it in hand over fist. All right, so there it is again. I just keep on rocking and rolling. I'm talking and talking and talking. But I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it off right now. So once again, thank you so much for joining me inside the cave. It's been a ton of fun tonight. We managed to get our team 13 points. We're climbing up the standings, and we might sneak our way into the playoffs if we can do something over the next 2 episodes. With all that being said, folks, good luck to all you during the next week. Hopefully everyone has a good week ahead of them. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Keep an eye open for my shorts. No. My short videos. Keep your eye open for the short videos. Be sure to like, comment about them. Let me know what you think. I'm trying to get as creative as I can. All right, everyone. Have a great night, and I will see you next week inside the cave.